A Winnipeg judge says the city's mayor can keep his job. Sam Katz was accused of using public funds for personal benefit. And this hour, the court found Katz not guilty in his conflict of interest case. Cameron McIntosh joins me now with the latest. So, Cameron, what did the judge say?
Well, Andrew, you're right. Earlier today, the mayor of Winnipeg, Sam Katz, who's held that position now for almost 9 years, faced a very real prospect of being kicked out of his job by a provincial court judge here today. Basically, the judge has ruled that the mayor exhibited poor political judgment, really bad optics when he basically staged a Christmas party for council and city staff in a restaurant he owned back in 2010 and then sent the bill to the city, basically saying, the facts of that were not in dispute. But in terms of actually ruling that an actual conflict of interest and the consequences that would follow behind that, she ruled that basically it would be a disproportionate penalty to the actual offense. So basically saying that, a $3,000 restaurant bill wasn't worth staging a whole nother civic election afterwards, and that she would leave it up to the citizens of Winnipeg to make a ruling on the mayor's behavior at the next civic election, which is slated for next year.
And Cameron, though, you think that this really could have gone either way, though, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, the charge was there, the judge was making a ruling, and the law is somewhat clear that conflict of interest results, municipal conflict of interest results in a politician having to lose their seat. Now, that legislation here in Manitoba does have some wiggle room in it, and that's really where the judge's ruling lies. Basically, there's a provision in it for a conflict where a conflict of interest can be found, but the language around it gets a little cloudy. It starts talking about a conflict of interest, but the party not knowing that they were in a conflict of interest. And that's really where the judge made the ruling here today, saying the judgment, yes, was poor. Yes, the optics of it were bad, but a finding of an actual conflict of interest here just would not suit the crime.
Cameron, thank you. Cameron McIntosh in Winnipeg.